Yeah, Rob signing in and out. Jesus. Mm-hmm. There goes Big Chill. Did you find out what that menu was, Josh? Did you find out what that menu was?
Today, from Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, it's Week 7 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. This one taken just inside the 10. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
23-yard line.
They'll run on first down. Norman, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now Burrow to throw on second down. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
2 plays so far, a run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on third. Oh, that one sailed a bit, but the catch is still made. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a fourth down. Certainly not the start they were looking for offensively, coming off that loss last week on the road.
And they didn't do their job. They're going to feel poorly about that. But what they're going to do is look at the defense and say, can you pick us up here?
Got
and
you,
let's face it, defenses can score.
You
We've
know,
seen
not a
it,
drive.
right? They take the ball away, create a big-time opportunity. Let's see if they can get that done.
Yeah, just something to jumpstart
Yeah,
this
might be
whole
a fire
crowd.
coach, but he's a terrible GM.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 21. He'll throw from the gun. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high
Keep out here
you
knowing
gotta
I gotta
find a
expect the
way
game.
to hold them under 20, because to me that's the magic number.
like
20 points scored, give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
The goal for any offense
What?
versus his
He
own
ran
defense,
down?
find the holes where guys are available,
I'm
and
fine.
put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
And it'd be
Well,
like
they're a perfectly executed crossing route.
a bunch of underlying
Get him
things
down
and
as he's inside the
all kind of other
40.
shit going on.
Another first down as he went right back to the same well,
That's
this
true.
time for 17 yards.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he
Niggas
finds the
never did
open
like
guy
that.
for a nice pickup.
Flushed out right. Now it's caught at the 10. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That one goes for 30 yards.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. To throw again is Jackson. And he fires one that's
That's a
intercepted.
pick.
Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And a big turnover
that's
there
Marlon
as
Humphrey.
his guys will get the football back.
I just traded him.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Holding offense.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Burrow from his own end zone, and he is not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here, a safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? They'll throw on first down with Jackson. He'll try and run it. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's second down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up doing a positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
I'm going for pride. Yes, they told me F you, nigga.
Third down, Jackson. Flush to his right. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a first and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
He's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
1 yard gain.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 14 carries, 68 yards.
And, partner, I thought it was a lot of fun for us to be able to sit in on their film session with the offensive line. We saw how they blocked it up last week. It's a pretty good success, and we see what their game plan is for this week. They expect that defensive front to be someone they can move.
Only a yard there, sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up third. And 9. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Nick Bosa able to record his 5th sack of the season.
I forgot that was a thing.
The Bengals bring out their punter now. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. The Bengals bring out their punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And a fair catch taken here right at about the 40-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 40. He fakes the give here and looks to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That's good for 28 yards. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot.
You want to do it for the wrong reason. I think you about to say you want it. Sure, you about to do something.
Second and 10, it's Jackson.
You just want to abuse niggas.
He'll fire one downfield for Fant, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. Jackson will throw again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. And he stopped immediately there.
Why can't y'all run the power correctly? How
just saw their partner was linebacking speed that can trump O-line power. We see that at times because he filled the gap before the offensive lineman could get to the next level and take him on.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Sets him up nicely. First and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Now a play fake here on first down. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Number 85.
A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Well, the 2nd down throw on target. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
Nigga said $2 grand ahead.
Looking
In a pandemic, nigga.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
The throw over the middle taken in. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
That nigga's
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. He's going to be sacked.
Asian nigga I used to train at work, man.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there.
I mean, working all that whole time just to get him home his
for the QB, right? In this case, definitely been
be
on constant
like,
duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving
tripping
back there.
And to think, there's still a long one under pressure again, and down he goes again. 8-0 our score with 2 minutes left in the second quarter. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And his kick here is good. And they get on the board, trailing now 8-3. Maybe a little fortunate. Was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he watched that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in. And had just enough to get it done.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
27-yard line.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson.
Why are you still there?
Right. On the run, he'll let it go. And got his man complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Give him 30 yards there. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And a throw right sideline is complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 18 more yards there and another 1st down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
All right, Marlon Humphrey, you should pick.
Jackson going to be intercepted.
I know you're mad I traded you, but yeah, give me like break.
And that's now the 2nd time he's picked off a pass here in the 1st half alone. Again, another great read defensively, and you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
Now left side on the swing pass. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll make it a 2nd down. And Burrow's saying, let's go, let's go. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. And last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. To the air again, Burrow. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the 1st half.
There for the one time.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get him the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this 1st half. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. And he'll be taken down at the 26. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the 1st half. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now. First
not what it is, but I.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the 1st half. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And Jackson throwing once more. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Incomplete in the end zone.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Flush to his right. And they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down.
Illegal forward pass. Offense.
So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together?
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Read it well, and it's picked. And he will be brought down. His time is now run out on this first half of action. The second half upon us sooner. Than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. This Ravens offense heads back out there, led by Lamar Jackson. Any surprise in your mind he's out there to start the second half after 4 first-half interceptions?
I used to be surprised by a lot of things, partner, but in this case I'm not, because you know they want him to be their guy. And the only way to truly establish that is to give him a chance to work through some of the issues he had in the first half.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Boy, 30 more yards and another first down. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. And he'll lose yards. Brought down at the 32. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Now on 2nd and 13. Jackson escaping the pressure right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pickup there, 26 yards. They go play action here on 1st down. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. 87. From 6 yards away. And the Ravens will extend their lead. Now the extra point. And he atones for his miss the first time around, as this one is up and good to extend their lead. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
It's a gain of 3.
Well, there wasn't much there with that hitch route. They didn't gain what they expected. But sometimes when you call a hitch, you really don't have an alternate to go to. You don't have a second route to throw it to. So sometimes you have to rifle in there and hope for the best.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Norman. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
So 2nd and 10, third quarter. Thanks for tagging along with us here from the Queen City of Cincinnati. And he'll be taken down right around the 27. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion. And to give this time to the tailback. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
I'm fired.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
At the 46-yard line.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
That was a terrific play, causing a loss. As a middle linebacker, simple. You can either fill holes or you can attack them, as he did there.
Jackson to throw on 3rd down. Flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
25-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd down, Burrow. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just help receivers find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air. Nice job.
And it's a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him,
He's not
I'd
about
go
to
out
pass
for the
keeping
lottery
cams,
after
huh?
that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in 1 game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
On second down, here's Burrow. Now Burrow loses the football, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10, right at the 30. After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Well, I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right.
Brings up 3rd down.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That's good for a Raven 1st down, 15 yards there.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. Now this throw caught left side, and he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down. They'll give it to Barkley off the option play. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and
4 receivers now. 3 to the right, 1 to the left. 2nd down and 4. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Flush to his right. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off. It made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
We're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. Looking for the end zone. And too much on that one. It's out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Play action. It's Jackson. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off with great anticipation. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
at their own 8-yard line.
Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Burrow looking to pass. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And that is incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Burrow going for it on 4th. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? The slim just let down on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about.
You know.
Holding. Offense.
Sound like a buster.
So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike
I ain't
there
doing
to get
this
the
with you.
touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in
Don't
the
worry.
arsenal.
Throwing is
Boy,
Jackson. Dancing to
once
his
you're
left.
there.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone.
Jackson's pass.
Well, in all likelihood, this ball game's still over. I mean, even with the interception, two-score game, they need a miracle.
Curious decision to even throw the ball in that situation, but maybe they saw a stacked line of scrimmage and said, hey, it's better to try and throw it than to try and run against it. In any event, I think you're exactly right. Now, the other team can pad their stats, but I don't think they're going to win.
Yeah, but still, don't change the channel just yet. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. And Burrow's saying, let's go, let's go. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Now the Bengals urging everybody to get back to the line of scrimmage. And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game.
Man, gotta hit that school shooter mode, bro.
Here on fourth down.
Enough
They're
is
going
enough.
for it.
Let niggas know.
Here we go. It's Burrow on
Stop
fourth
playing
down.
with it.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Snags it for the pick. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
At the 50-yard line.
Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. There is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It'll be a gain of 24 on the play, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs. They go play action now. Jackson escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around.
Yeah, you can just keep going with it, can't you? After turnover, after turnover. As this game unfolded, they were doing all the dictating, right? They told the offense exactly how it was going to go down today. So you saw them deflate with every series, didn't you? Every time they ran onto the field, it was slower and slower to get to the football because they just felt like if we go out there, we're just going to turn it over anyway. So it was really, really a stellar performance.
So for Baltimore, their winning ways continue as they get it up to 7-0. And they'll have another road date next week with the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, things are definitely going south quickly as they fall now to 1-6. And they'll get an extra week to think about it as the midseason bye might be coming at just the right time. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Godwin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Yeah, that boy said getting my ass butt. Trap game gay.